Elbis and Elbis Album Review Show.
Alright everyone, welcome back to the Elbis and Elbis Album Review Show. I'm John here with Elbis.
Alright, pal.
Well, I'm alright. Well, today we're back with another album review. We're back here at the Elbis and Elbis studio, which can only be described as hot.
A pressure cooker is how I would describe it.
Yes.
Not only in terms of the temperature that has been achieved, but in terms of the pressure building from the excitement of this album review.
And some of the fans have been on Twitter, they've been tweeting, oh God, they're saying, oh, we don't think Elbis and Elbis will be able to withstand the heat, you know, because, you know, they want to do an album review, but it'll be too hot and all that. Get stuffed. We'll do what we want.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. But Elbis and Elbis, we love the heat and we're in the studio.
And put the aircon on.
Yeah.
Well, an interesting one this week. Well, it's not really.
Well, it's no more interesting than any others, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's just the same, really. But last week we did. What was the last review we did?
Oh God, it was the eponymous album.
Oh
the,
yes,
Stone Roses by
3-1.
the Stone Roses.
Oh, yes.
It was reasonably recommended in a way.
In a way,
it was okay.
Yeah.
Tier 3 for me.
But
all day long.
it was a rushed review. Then
It was speedily.
anyway,
seductively-
look,
yeah.
I think we
Let's get on
should
with
just
this
crack
new
on.
one,
Yeah,
anyway.
I think we should. Crack on.
Now, if I remember correctly,
Well-
I have to. There must be a new entry because
Well,
we
there
have
must
lost.
be because we've lost one. The Stone Roses has gone off the wheel.
Yes,
So
yes,
you know
yes,
what to
yes.
do, pal. You need to feed the new entry down the pipeline.
Now, if you have ordered the blueprints
Oh,
and they
yes.
have arrived, please get them out now and you'll know what we're on about.
Let's just wait 2 seconds, pal, while they get the blueprints out.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. You should
got
have
the
your
blueprints
blueprints out now. And if you
Now,
do,
if
unlucky.
you're following along, you need to build the pressure
Yeah, like that.
by twisting.
Come on, everyone. Make sure
Until
you're on this. Come on.
Can't twist it anymore.
Yes.
And then you just wait for
Yeah.
the...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then there we go.
Oh, go on.
Wait.
Come on.
Oh, yes. Oh, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Oh, it was bloody
That
brilliant,
was a good one, that.
I think that could be a good
Yeah, it
album.
was.
I'm looking forward to seeing
Well, I'm hoping
what
it
that
is.
was. I'm looking
No
forward to
idea.
seeing. Well, I ain't got a clue. Well,
Actually, it might be time if you get your big bulging binoculars.
if
out.
I don't know if I can, pal, anymore.
Well,
I really don't.
I
I might
see
have to
the
just. I don't know what I'm
satchel
gonna do.
in which they are stored, or some might say the sack in which they are stored,
Right, one sec,
is
pal.
becoming increasingly saggy.
You're not gonna believe this. I'm gonna have to get this out.
Go on then, pal. Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
I know, mate. It's getting.
What have you been feeding
Right,
him?
here we go.
Oh my God!
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Are you gonna tune them in?
Yeah, go on then.
If you can get your hands round them.
Come on. Oh yes.
And what's on there?
Oh yes.
What we got this week?
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. Well, on the wheel today we have Urban Hymns by Devolve. Led Zepp 3 by Led Zepp.
A partially eponymous album.
The man who
Yes.
by Travis. Piper Run by Prance.
Feels like one half of a heavyweight tag team.
Night at the Opera by Quen.
And that would suitably fill the other team member.
Ten Césaire by Ten Césaire.
The eponymous album.
And the new entry on the wheel is Chi for the Chillerman, Cat Stevens.
Oh,
wow!
Now,
I don't know if it's any good.
Screwing I have been doing on the old crap filter, let's just say. I have tightened it to the most precise tightness that it only is now letting through the finest of the finest. And I think that is illustrated by the Cat Stevens.
We'll have to see.
the fan favourite feature is
Well,
Elbis predicts, and you seem more enthusiastic than you usually do.
well, I've got a point on the board. Elbis the Impetuous is on the comeback, but...
Listen,
well,
pal.
I'll tell you what, I predict...
No, hang on a minute.
Whoa!
Because the wisest of the Elbos, allest fog doth goes. And so,
Jesus
Elbis the wise doth predict, once agone, Night at the Opera by Quen.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Well, that is interesting. I'm going to go with Elbis the Impetuous. He's going to predict... the man who...
Oh, bloody hell, God.
By
I hope it is,
Travis.
so we never hear that again. Anyway, go for your walk.
Well, I'll go for my walk to the
Go for
wheel.
your walk,
All right, I'm here at the wheel. Well, we've gone through the album names. We have made the Elbis predictions. And now it's time to fire up those petaflops. Come on.
Oh, yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. One more.
No.
Huh.
No.
I don't believe it! Oh, Elvis the Impetuous. Oh, Elvis the Impetuous. I'll join Elvis back in the recording
I
area.
don't believe this.
The album that has surfaced through the wheel is the man who...
Oh, God. At least it's the last time we'll have to hear this bloody
by
crap.
Travis.
Now, are you feeling particularly astrally aware at the moment? Because it's 2 weeks on trot. You've
Listen,
got
pal,
there.
my astral
I tell you
powers are growing.
Well,
let's just
I
say.
think they are actually.
Like the binoculars.
Yes.
Well, anyway, pal, I don't know what you're doing, sat getting comfortable.
Oh,
Just
God,
stand
yeah.
on the wheel. You need to sort Dookie out here. Come on, fire her up. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. To be honest with you, you're firing Dookie up. The
Oh,
thing is, pal,
I'll tell
I
you
don't
what
know
you
what
can
I'm
do,
going to
pal.
do. What?
Well, you could give them the news.
Oh, my God, the news. Elvis and Elbis fans, I want you to all sit down right now and listen. Because there is some serious news we've got to give you. And I tell you what, it's news that I'm excited to give you.
Keep them talking,
and-
pal. I'm nearly there.
Ah, we'll do, pal. Elbis, the Warriors, will be happily infused that Elbis the
Jeez.
Impetuous will be giving you
on.
the news. And the news is that Elbis and Elbis...
Oh, we're there.
Oh, yes, here we are at the album.
Yeah, we're
Well, hang on a minute though, pal. Because I can see you're getting quite excited. You was ready to press play there on the first album.
Actually, yeah.
But I have to ask a question.
Yes.
Now we know the album is not an eponymous album,
Yeah. Well, no, it's not. No.
but is it an eponymous song?
I'm sorry to report that it's not.
Right, oh well. Well, put it on anyway.
Okay, pal.
What's the
Right
song?
in to reach you. Sorry. I forgot about that
Jesus
bit.
Christ. Well, that was Writing to Reach You by Travis. And I've got to say, a softly sung song, sang softly, sometimes.
A reasonable rendition of a song, I would say.
I will sprinkle.
Now, it is not unique in its sound, however.
No.
I would go so far as to say.
No, yeah, I'd agree. Hang on, no, I'd say it's not unique in its... just whatever you was going to say.
Well, yeah, it sounds a bit like Oasis. Let's
Yeah, it
just
does.
be
It
honest
does.
about that.
Yeah,
And
it
I
does,
believe,
yeah.
and I will give you credit for this, Elbow the Impetuous.
I pointed it out. Come on.
You did. You rushed in, and this time you were correct, because
I was.
actually you are pretty awesome at the
And
moment.
it's not just astrally, but musically, my music expertise has never been
you
more
might be peaking
expected.
at the moment. You know, don't get used to it, fans.
Come
but
on, I'm
In
in my
any
prime.
case, it did sound a lot like Wonder Wow when it started.
It did, yeah.
And not only that, but then as it progressed, you also pointed out it sounded a lot like Keane.
did.
However, they predated Keane, yet post-dated Oasis.
Well,
So what's going on there?
Travis came first. I mean, you can't, when you say about Keane, Travis undoubtedly came first. Now, if you had a look and said, oh God, does Keane like Travis? I can almost 100% guarantee that Keane
I
like
would say
Travis
so,
because
yeah,
it seems to
yeah,
me, I mean, they've
yeah.
both got one word for a band and all that.
Yes.
It just seems to me it sounded very similar. However, that didn't knock my enjoyment of the song, if
I
you know what I'm
enjoyed it,
saying.
and I hadn't heard that for years, you know. This was out in about 1997, 98, something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember when these came out, and I had a pal,
Oh, come
and
on.
he'd been to see him, and he was
No,
like, "Oh, I've been to
seriously.
see the next Oasis."
No,
he said,
no.
and I said to him, "Get stuffed." And that was about it, really. And I never really liked Travis that much. 'Cause
You know
I'm not
what?
keen on him.
It's
But you know,
some people.
it wasn't bad.
To me, that it wasn't a romper stomping. It wasn't a romper stomper of a start. However, I would say it was reasonably right.
Reasonably reasonable in a way.
It was in a way. Yeah.
Now, the next song is a song which I also know is a title by our dear friend Ian Brown, if you remember. He has a song called this, I think. But I don't know what this one is coming up, but I guess we're going to hear it in a minute.
Okay.
And I would say that I am not scared to hear it. And the title of the song is The Fear.
Ah, well.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, wow. This
Sounds quite good.
Yeah.
No. 10 out of 10. I'm sick of this. Bloody Bills. Well, that was Travis, The Fear. And I've got a fear of this album already. let's just
I
say.
absolutely have. And it's called The Man Who,
Yes, it
but
is.
I would call it The Band Who copied everybody else's sound.
Oh,
The first one was
good
Oasis. The second one, Radiohead.
Oh, I'm sick of it.
Wasn't it?
Bloody Bilge.
Honestly.
What is going on there? I mean, seriously. Now, Elbis, as you know, I am a person who likes to look for identity in albums.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yes,
I do,
yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
have noticed that,
And
actually.
it all came from when, obviously, the fans know we did an album. I believe it was REM.
Yes.
The Repetitive Egomaniacs.
Yes. Or the ridiculous ego, maybe.
Yeah, either way, yeah. Or the random, but I lost my identity that day, and thankfully,
It was
due
a difficult
to
day.
Meatloaf, I was able to find myself again.
Yes,
and
yes.
it almost took me to lose my identity before I.
Appreciated the identity that you had.
You've
In a way,
absolutely
you
summed
know
it
what
up
I
to a
mean?
papa.
Yeah.
And for me, now identity is a massive thing in albums. Now, Travis here, to me, the first two songs you've got Writing to Reach You, it just sounds like Oasis, Wonderwall.
Yes.
Same, musical arrangements.
Yeah,
the Fear, exactly like Radiohead.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask Travis a few questions. What do you want to be? What type of sound do you want to make? What type of band do you want to be? Because to be quite frank, I don't have a clue.
Now, this is
Radiohead
quite
or Oasis?
interesting
I'm
because
sick of
it's
this.
almost, with the next song, it's almost as if they've answered you. Because the name of the next song is As You Are.
Well,
So it's like you said to them, what do you want to be?
So it's
And
like-
they've just looked at Oasis and Radiohead and all them and said, oh, As You Are.
I tell you what, pal, they won't be the only person to say that. Let's
That
just-
is true. I'll play it and then we'll chat about it some more, shall we?
Alright, go on then. Oh, God. Jesus
Oh, this
Christ.
sounds
Someone
rubbish.
died. Bloody hell. Oh, that sounds quite good.
Skip it.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this.
There we go.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Christ.
what the name of the song, Bilge? Well, that was As You Are by Travis. And the
Awful.
most bilgiest of bilgiest songs I have ever heard.
Well, listen to this, pal. I've already changed the name of the album to The Band Who Just Copies Everybody Else. And I'm going to change the name of the band itself to Travis T. See what I did there?
That's a
Travis
good-
T.
That's a good one.
Ah, don't leave me hanging.
Took
That
me
was
a
way of
moment.
it.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Took me a moment.
Yes,
Took me a moment.
yes. Stick
But-
a T on the end. It is a
got it.
Travis T.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And this is one of the worst albums I've ever heard.
Well,
already.
3 songs in, and I've got to say, these first 3 songs, I think I would have enjoyed sticking my head down a toilet and flushing it more than listening to them first 3 songs.
Actually, yes, so would I, because at
And-
least you'd get some action. Now,
Wow.
you would, wouldn't you? I mean,
Anyway.
this is bloody boring, isn't
Now,
it?
I think if them first 3 songs came on in the Elbis Mobile, let's
Yes.
just say, on the sound enhancement device, on the retrofitted sound enhancement device, it's quite possible I would have an accident due to falling asleep.
I was going to say the same thing, unbelievably. Like, if we were driving down the M6, let's just say, heading for a built-up suburban area,
with the windows down, obviously,
and these 3 songs came on, not only would I turn them down, I would grab the steering wheel and turn it into the side of the road so that we went off the end of it and just crashed and ended in a ball of flames.
Well,
and I'd be glad.
Yeah, I would.
I'd be glad.
Well, I'll be glad to hear the end of this album, to be honest with you.
Now,
well,
the next song is, and I'll change the name of the next song before I even start. The next song is called Driftwood. I would call it Deadwood.
Oh, good one.
Thanks, pal.
Put it there again.
Oh, yes. Well, actually, Duke is up to something.
Jesus Christ. Give us another. Come on.
Here we are. Oh, God.
Oh,
no.
What is Dukey doing? Not
Oh,
more, Bill.
Duke is sick of it.
Oh, bloody hell.
Driftwood, wasn't it?
Ah, swear.
No, no, this
turn
is
it
a
off.
lie,
Just
man.
turn it off. Turn it
Turn it
off.
off.
Just turn it off. Turn it off. Well, that was Driftwood. And as Elbis perfectly pronounced, Deadwood.
Really was. Now, this reminds me of around 1999.
Oh,
No,
on.
listen, pal, because you'll enjoy this,
Oh,
because
go on, then.
I've led such a happy, carefree life, but there was a point in 1999 where I was a bit depressed. And I was working in a place where I didn't particularly like it, and it was just always the same every day. And they played this on the old wireless, or some people say radio, and it was every day. And this song was on about 5 times, and I felt like Driftwood. I felt like getting some Driftwood and sticking a nail in it and smacking myself over the head. And do you know what? I ain't heard that since 1999, and I got the same feeling then. And I'm sorry, pal, but I think I might have to do it.
Well, I hope you don't in a way. However, I think that so far, them first 4 songs are quite possibly the worst start to an album I have ever heard.
I would agree, and do you know what? What even makes it worse is it was 5 songs.
Oh.
No, they're all amalgamated into one massive piece of poo.
I don't think it is,
Oh,
pal.
it's bloody Dukey.
Have you got a problem with Dukey again?
Yeah, Dukey's got sick of it.
To be fair, though, I'm not even have a go at
I
Dukey.
do know. Oh God, hang on a minute.
I've not even had a go. I'm not even going to have a go at
Hang
Dukey.
on, pal.
because-
No, wait.
I've not even had a go at Dukey because it's not her fault.
Oh yeah.
But to me, I mean, there's not much to say about that song other than complete bilge. Now, I actually take back my last analysis about this album. I said that Travis didn't have their identity. To me, they have their identity now, and that is a band who wants to make complete bilge.
Yeah, bilge band, I would call
bilge band.
Anyway, the next one is How I Feel Now. And it's actually called The Last Laugh of Laughter. And I feel as if I've laughed my last laugh because I'm never going to recover from this boring bilge.
Now, The Last Laugh of Laughter is an interesting title. However, it's probably not going to be that good of a song.
Well, we haven't laughed for a good 25 minutes, have we, pal?
Well, no, pal.
And I feel like The Last Laugh of Laughter was 25 minutes ago, and it's not going to return until this album is done. So let's just listen to it, shall we? God.
Actually, it sounds brilliant.
Sounds alright, actually.
Sounds great.
I'll put it in the sound enhancement
do it.
device and see what happens.
Go on. Just do it.
Oh,
Do it.
skip it.
Nah, just get rid of it. Nah, come on, just get rid of it. I'm sick of it. Well, that was the last laugh of the laughter. And I've got to say, I am not laughing at this album right now because I am furious.
Now, if this Fran from Travis T, as we call him now,
Calm down.
if that's I'm furious, and I'll tell you
down,
what,
come on.
he'd have his last laugh if I saw him.
Come on.
No,
There's
sorry,
no need
pal,
for
but
that.
he's
There's no
wound
need
me
for
up
that.
here. He has.
But in a way, I sort of agree with Elbis because I looked at the lyrics now as the Elbis, and the fans know I like to look at the lyrics and give my expertise on the lyrics themselves.
Considered opinion.
Yes, I did. Yeah, well spoken. And the first thing I saw when I looked in the encyclopedia and I looked at the lyrics was some French.
What? if you can't write a song in English or Scottish, as these guys are, like bloody baggers actually. No wonder these are rubbish. This is it. Well, if you can't write a song in English that makes the people groove, then do not be going all foreign on us.
Well, and this is what I mean. It does me head in this because, like, Travis, they're that lazy. They can't even be asked to write in English. I mean, they have to go. Oh, look at us. We're all fancy because we know French. Well, how am I supposed to understand the song if you're singing in French? We don't bloody live in France. Now get stuffed.
Well, I actually say well spoken to you, pal. And this is the worst album I've ever heard.
And that's nothing against the French. Because we like the French, don't we?
We actually have quite a following.
We have a following in France, and we've got to say bonjour, monsieur, je m'appelle Elbis. Qu'est-ce que tu...
However,
anyway,
if there is any
French
feminines listening, and you want to send us an email, it is Elbis and Elbis world class email
or hotmail
gmail.com. Now I'll tell you what, pal, this is the worst album I've ever heard.
Yeah,
it's going to take something special to make me, my opinion,
something
10.
special to salvage these. Yeah, put 10 on. It's called 10.
Yeah, you ruined the leg.
Sorry, pal.
Oh yes, I like this one.
This sounds bloody brilliant.
It's alright.
Well, that was Toyn by Travis, and I've got to say, it's surprisingly soulful song.
I actually really like that song. I really like that song, and I really like the video. There is the Scouse actor. Stephen Graham in the video before he was really famous. To be fair,
as the Elbis and Elbis fans know, Elbis and Elbis don't respect a lot of actors, but I would
we
say
don't respect him.
For a actor who is Scouse, now I'm
Yes.
not having a go at
Well,
they're a bit weird.
Well,
I would say he is one of the
best
most
ones.
Yeah.
Scouses,
And
one of
well
the best
respected.
Scouses, and one of the best actors as well.
Well respected from Elbis and
Yes.
Elbis.
Now, it's a great song, great video, but overall, one great song does not make a great album. And I would actually change the words to that in terms of if I was listening to it on the album to "This is Turn."
However, though, I actually disagree with you, pal, anyway, because I think Travis may. All right, come on.
Sorry.
I think in a way, if you look at 10, I think this album's taking a 10, possibly. So I think Travis may have got it spot on. However, it's not great at the first 5 bilge, but finally we get a good, decent song on this album. Now let's see what Travis can follow it up with.
Well, let's see if this one's any good. It's called "Why Does It All Us Rain on Me?"
Oh, put it on, pal.
Should be alright, this one. Where's the sound enhancement device?
Oh, we left
God,
it in
I'm
the
going to have to retrofit it.
Pal, so I'll stop recording while you don't... I don't mind. I can't sleep tonight. Everybody's saying everything is alright. And I can't close my eyes. Well, that was Why Does It Always Rain on Me by Travis, and I've got to say, one of the finest songs to ever formulate.
It really was a formulated phenomenon, if I'm honest about that.
Yeah, well spoken.
Now, there's a lot of things we've got to say about this. I mean, primarily, it is the theme tune to us beating up baggers, which we can't really speak about. But let's just say bagpipe.
Listen,
Yes.
pal, you're getting it.
Yes.
You're getting it.
Bagpipe,
No,
sorry.
Well, sorry for the profanity.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to say, Why Does It Always Run on Me? It's one of the songs that has frequently appeared on the retrofitted sound enhancement device in the Elbis BL,
Yes,
because
yes.
I am a big fan of this song. And Can you blame me? I mean, looking at the lyrics here,
Good song.
why does it always rain on me? Is it because I lied when I was 17?
No, when I was
bloody brilliant.
When I was younger, I always thought, is that a lazy lyric? Did he just like think it sort of rhymes with things? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
But then I got thinking about it and I thought, what could he have lied about when he was 17?
Yeah, that's true.
And the only thing I can think of is a hit and run accident. Because what can you do at 17, what you can't do at 16? Drive. And I think he was involved in a hit and run accident on a rainy night. He'd had a few too many. Never drink and drive fans. Don't forget that. And I think he lied about it. And he's had a bit of bad luck for the rest of his life.
Well, I would sort of disagree in a way because I thought, like, you know, what could he have lied about? And then from experience, I remember I lied to Monkey's mother Doobie once.
Here we go.
It wasn't great.
Let's hope she ain't listening.
It really wasn't. No, she knows.
Go
I
on,
lied.
go on. What
she
did you
knows
say?
I lied. And,
What did you do?
you know,
What did you
I
do?
just sort of like was like saying, oh, you know, I'm going. I was basically having a week at Monkey's mother's Doobies.
Oh, yes.
And I decided that I was
going out with your pals, was ya?
Well, I
knew
decided I was going to meet up with an attractive
Get stuff.
female entity.
Oh, yeah.
And I left the house and I said, oh, yeah.
What was her name? James?
Doobie, I'm just going to get stuff, you. Get stuff.
Yes.
Hey, bloody one, actually. And I will not reveal the name of this attractive female entity.
no one because she didn't
Not
exist.
because her name was
Sorry,
James,
fans.
but because
He
you
lives in a delusional-
are a sleazebag.
He
And
was
well,
delusional well.
I said to Doobie, I said I'm going to meet my friends. However, I was meeting an attractive female entity, and let's just say that night I was lit for tea.
Stop.
Put the next song on, pal.
Never mind lying when you're 17,
Yes.
you're lying now, pal.
Oh, get stuff.
no.
I tell absolute
But
truth.
I tell you what, though, we are
What a
down
great
to
song that
3 songs left. That was a great song, and it's cheered the mood.
It really
somewhat.
has, yeah.
It
So
really has.
well done, Travis.
So let's just say the next song is 3 letters. It is spelt incorrectly, and it is Wolf, spelt L-U and V.
That's a bit annoying.
That's spelled right.
Well, that was Love by Travis, and one thing I do not love is this album.
A return to form, I would call that, actually. It's like we had a couple of decent records there, and then it's just gone back to absolute trash.
Build.
And the thing is, it's like what surprises me, and you mentioned this earlier, actually, pal.
Oh, yeah.
That this was actually, it made it through the original crap filter.
It did.
But in those days, the crap filter was so loose, it was like a wizard's
You've
sleeve.
tightened.
And
Oh
it's-
my god!
Oh my god.
Oh,
that is the
God.
crap. That's
Was that the
Juki
crap
kicking
filter?
back. No, that's Juki kicking
Oh,
back. She don't
sorry.
like, they don't like
Juki.
us slagging them
Look,
off.
Juki,
believe is
I
the
mean-
terms. Now, as the crap filter has tightened somewhat, it has protruded at the same time.
Oh, yes.
And yet, I do actually think that perhaps as Juki becomes more masculine, the records are becoming better. And we'll put this down to a mistake.
Well, yeah, I think.
Put
that's
this down to a mistake.
Well, I think Travis's problem is when they sing. Now, if you look at "Why Does It Always Rain on Me," the great thing about that song is that the lyrics is a sad song, but the musical arrangement is yet jolly. Now, I
Well.
think a song that is sad in its lyrics only works if it has a joyful musical
Jit behind
arrangement.
it,
Yeah.
yes.
Now, when you have a sad song with sad lyrics and sad musical arrangements,
It's just
it
a sad
makes me
experience, isn't it?
want to.
Yes.
Let's just say it makes me want to throw myself out of the top window of the Elbis and Elbis studio.
Yes. And in some ways, I wish I was standing below that window so that you landed on me and we were both taken out at the same time.
Yes.
In some ways, pal.
Yeah.
No, it's the Prep-penultimate,
Well,
Production.
Thank God for
Yeah.
that.
which is a word we have invented. Prep-penultimate.
Well,
isn't it?
yeah, it's,
Pre-
yeah. Well, we've invented
penultimate.
many ways.
Oh, no, hang on a minute.
Well-
That last one was the Prep-penultimate. This is the penultimate.
Well, thank God,
Yeah,
even
messed
better.
up. But it's about Juki as they used to be. And its title is She's So Strange.
Oh, well.
Sounds like it is.
Sounds like Rod Stewart.
Try and speed her up a bit, yeah. Come on, Jukes.
Yes.
Oh.
There we go.
Is it on there?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. That was.
Oh, I don't even know what it
whatever
was.
What was it called? Slid Show?
No, it was
wasn't
called.
She's So Strange.
Yeah, She's So Strange.
Yeah, well, I'll
Now-
tell you what is strange. Well, actually, it's not strange. This bloody album's bilge.
This should not be
It's
gender
crap.
specific
It's
because
crap.
anyone listening to this album
sick of it.
and enjoys it would
Sick
be
of it.
so strange in my opinion.
You know what? And if anyone was to be hooked up to the Elbis and Elbis lie detector, and we
Say,
said, "Did you
like
enjoy
this album?"
this album?" and they said, "Yes,"
Yeah.
that would be immediately turned up to full electric shock and instant death.
Absolutely, pal, and I
Because
couldn't
that's
agree
the only
more,
thing
'cause
that could suit them. Let's just say.
it's terrible, isn't it? I'm having a gastric attack now
Oh,
on account
take the lead.
of the distress that I'm feeling.
Pal,
From-
you calm down. Let me get you strapped up here. Hang on a minute.
I'm sorry, pal, about my.
Hang on. Let me get you. I'll
Sorry, I'm in.
Yeah, you're in. Listen, I don't think there's much to say other than this is absolute bilge.
I can't wait
I'm
for the
sick
bloody
of it.
chat, mate.
It's
I
just
mean,
crap after crap after crap after crap after crap after good after brilliant after crap after crap after crap. After
yeah,
crap.
so hang on, let's
So move
let's
on.
have a recount of the turn it up, turn it down thing.
Right,
Turn it down,
oh,
turn it down, turn it down, turn it down, turn it down, turn it up, turn it up, turn it down, turn it down. And we
And
didn't even
then
listen to the last one.
This
but
is the
probably
finale,
Turn it down.
and I've got to say my hopes are not high for this finale.
Yeah, let's just get it out of the way.
Slideshow.
Slid show.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, it's not slides, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Makes more sense. Oh, God.
Oh shit. Oh god.
See if we can like this.
I'm gonna die.
There we go, it's done.
Oh, what the hell was that?
Yeah, it's a slip from Juice.
That was some. What was that? Oh, slideshow. And if this was a slideshow, I would delete a Microsoft PowerPoint instantly
Definitely.
and set fire to
And
the supercomputer
embed.
and put it underground.
And unembed any audio files which may be connected
Well spoken.
to it.
Yeah,
Now,
well, good
what
thinking.
I'm thinking is this album review show, which Elvis and Elvis give to you a lot for free,
Oh yeah.
has taken us on some incredible highs. We've
It
had
really
some
has, yeah.
fantastic
Yeah, it has,
moments
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
We have, yeah.
But we've also had some dark
Ugh.
times.
we have.
With the
Serious
repetitive egomaniacs,
Serious times.
the Sex Pistols,
Yes.
and various other things which are absolute
Filled
filth.
with crap.
However, I'm not sure that I've ever been in a darker place than this. And I defecated on an album
would-
once, didn't I?
Yeah, you did,
Physically
you did,
defecated after we dug it
No,
up.
but I don't
I
want to
don't
speak
know
about what you would do to
If
this
we
album.
need to create a defecation deviation
Oh, pal, come on.
so that I can
You are a
animalise it, let's just say, because
yeah.
I'm sick of this. And do you know what, Fran? If I ever see you in the street, you're getting some of this.
You are an animal.
Yeah, I know,
You're a
but-
disgusting
Yeah, well, I'm sick of it.
delinquent. Well, for me, I sort of agree with you though, pal.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
this is
yeah,
absolute
it's
bilge. One of the most bilgiest,
Bloody
bloody,
boring.
boring speeches I've ever heard.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, go on, pal. What was you going to say?
I was going to say that although this has been a low point for the Elvis and Elvis album
I just
review
feel like
show,
ending the
and
episode,
we
yeah.
both feel like ending our lives right now, the good news for the
We do,
fans
yeah.
is that when we do generally review
Well, I
something
can
that
almost
is
guarantee.
terrible,
I can guarantee.
we come back fighting, don't
yeah,
we?
we do.
And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
generally
We can't leave it at this.
we have a bit of a takeaway, then we start.
If
after
I was you
that,
fans,
right?
I would be expecting another album review because
This even
I
on.
can't leave it at this because I don't know if I'll ever do an album review again at this rate.
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
don't. If
yeah.
we left it at this, I don't know if I'll be back here tomorrow.
No.
So let's just, I mean, do we have to have the
Take
chat?
a break. No, there's no need for a chat. It's in the defecation.
Listen, it's in the
Deviation.
lowest tier you
It
could
is-
tier up.
Yes.
It's bloody crap, bloody bilge. I'd never listen to this album again. However,
Yeah.
why does it always rain on
I'm
me?
going to send that Fran from Travis a poison pen letter.
Well spoken.
Because people don't do that anymore, but I'm going to send him a
No.
poison pen letter that
Yeah,
says how
and
pathetic
maybe
he is.
And then
And if you
we'll,
are
we'll
listening,
say,
Fran-
oh yeah, we're writing to reach you and all that. And
Yeah,
they'll be like, oh yeah,
yeah,
these are
yeah,
fans.
yeah, yeah.
Really, we're just there to poison him.
And do you know what, Fran? If you are listening, don't send us an email, please.
If I get an email from Fran,
yeah.
you're getting a parcel which could have
Well, don't make
Well,
threats,
sorry,
even though we
sorry,
do have the ability
sorry,
to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
What is it you're squeaking down there? It's down there, isn't it?
I'm playing with
Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, well, hands off it, please.
Well, I like it.
Well.
I don't like it as well. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it for that. I mean,
Sick of this.
I think
Sick of
fans.
that. Sick of everything.
You know what? I'd apologise, but I do not have the energy, and I do not think we need an apology because we shouldn't be apologising. It's Travis, and if you think we should apologise, get stuffed. We've
We'll
been
be
Elbis and
back.
Elbis. You've been world class. We will be back.
The Elbis and Elbis album review show. The Elbis and Elbis album review. The Elbis and Elbis album review show.
Sick of
Bloody bilge that. God, I'm never doing this again.